This is literally how I created my client structure in terms of her business not being sustainable. She's been doing one-to-ones and she's been struggling with burnout and wanting to move to the next level of digital income, digital offers, multi-passionate, and not knowing how to condense it all together. So I'm going to show you, if this is your struggle, this is what we did and this is what you can apply to your business. So the first key important bit that I always teach and I always share from is your intuition, right? Your intuition has to be spot on. If you do not have your intuition, you're not going to be choosing your core offer, your products, and how you help people in your business from intuition. You're going to be choosing it from logic, right? Now here's the thing that I work on inside of Intuitive Creator with my clients is we do both. We do, if there's an intuitive block and she cannot build this part of her business, right? When she's struggling with all of this, where she's like, I don't know what my product is, I don't know my sole purpose, I don't know and everybody who comes in comes at different stages. Then we work on this, and this is what Mindfully Rich does inside of my audios. It starts to program your mind, which is literally the control of all of your feelings. Your identity is stored here. These are the stories that keep you stuck, your current beliefs, your logic, your thinking, your identity, everything is stored here, okay? Your current thoughts, your trauma from the past. When we clean this up and we remove these blocks, it unlocks your intuition, and then your creative flow and ideas start to come in. Why is this important? Because everything that you do as an intuitive creator has to come from your intuition, not your logic. And that is half, if not 80% of the battle you will face as a spiritual entrepreneur. And this is why it's really important for me to do this work, which is Mindfully Rich, and my intuitive creator work. And that's why I bundled them up together now, so my clients get both. And then once their intuition's unlocked and did you hear that ding? They start to receive the offers. We come in and we build one offer, and it doesn't matter if you have multiple offers, guys. This is literally how we do it. This is the process for every offer. So it doesn't matter if you're multi-passionate and you're like, oh, I've got 10 offers. Cool. Just pick one to start with, one offer. And that's the main offer that then trickles into all these other ideas that you've got as multiple doors to the same house. Okay, and then once you've created those, you pick one core platform to start with, and you spend at least minimum 6 months to a year on that platform. So when I first started, I was literally on Instagram and I stayed there for about a year and a half. Then I moved to TikTok, and then I was on TikTok for about a year and a half, and I'm still on TikTok clearly. And then I've moved to YouTube, and now I'm going to be on YouTube for a year before I pivot to Pinterest. So you are absolutely allowed to pivot and move. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't, but there is a system and a way of doing it, so you don't burn yourself out. Because if you're trying to do all the things on all the platforms, you are going to burn yourself and run yourself into the ground very, very quick. Nor are you going to be able to make money sustainably. You might make churns here and there, and then it's like, okay, now what? Because you're going to feel so tired, probably even more tired than you were in a 9 to 5, because your business is everything.